Alright, here we go, FFA, action time. We have what the people wanted, what the people needed. The free-for-all event of the century. But if we're lagging bad, we're going to have to quit. Alright, and we got some immediate conflict right away. Blue getting pushed out by teal. Green getting pushed out, and always have some early refugees. When you got 7 players on a map this small, you're always going to run into some issues. 6 players, actually. And blue, we got cold hanging and banging. Looks like blue in the bottom right here is going to knock out teal, pick up some early points, carve himself out a little corner on the map. Gino, GI rushing on green. I'm going to use the colors. The names aren't going to make any sense to you guys anyway. So yellow, GI rushing on green. Going to get a quick knockout on green there. And green goes down for the count. Tries to run his MCV. Does not know that there is nowhere for him to go. And Gino now in yellow going to take the Alamo. And teal still hanging in there. Got some bunkers out down the bottom right. Tried to defend himself from blue, but in a bad spot because blue has a lot of GIs. Blue also has a lot of oil. Let's see who's... And you know who's always up in the corner, chilling, posturing up, getting his economy rolling, staying out of early conflict, is old Zedd. We got Zedd in the top right in orange. That's who I have full confidence in right now because he's avoiding conflict. He's got tanks out. Everyone else is GI rushing each other, playing checkers. We got Zedd up in the top right playing chess. I like that. Puzzabug, a lot of GIs and a nice economy. Puzzabug now on 6 oils in the top left. If he's left to his own devices, he's going to really be able to get a lot of work done. Gino loads up a couple of GI IFVs, or sniper IFVs, doing work in the top left. Just going to mow down those GIs. Ooh, poor GIs. What do we got going on the right side? So teal is Zane. So Zane just trying to hunker in, turtle up a little bit here. He's got some desos coming. He's got some bunkers. It's really unfortunate in these games. It's kind of a random chance right away. If you end up with a neighbor, it puts you severely behind, and it hurts. It hurts. Okay, and Zedd trying to get some work done. Zedd's got the biggest army right now and the most defenses. Puzzabug in a nice spot though because he has a lot of oil derricks. Oh, and a whole chain reaction. Cold gets the knockout on Zane. Zane had all of his buildings hugging each other, and Blue was able to hit 1 oil derrick and chain react and take Zane out. Okay, so now pushing in, Zedd pushing in, orange in the top on Puzzabug. Puzzabug was doing good there a couple minutes ago. He had a lot of economy, but I'm not sure what he's been doing with it. I've kind of lost track. Now out with a tank destroyer, going to maybe try to slow down those rhinos a little bit. And this will probably devolve into Gino in the bottom left and Zedd in the top right. Puzzabug still has everything he needs to defend himself, but I think he's going to get knocked out pretty quick. In these games, you don't want extra players hanging around. Blue in the bottom right's not really a threat because he can't build anything. He's just going to annoy people with his eagles until he dies. But Puzzabug's still trying to hide his MCV, just trying to say, hey, leave me alone. I promise I'll be nice. But Zedd says no because Zedd is ruthless. And the other thing too is you got to get the points. A lot of these FFAs do come down to the 10-minute timer, and the player with the most points takes home the money. So you do want to get the knockouts when you can. And Zedd gets another knockout. Zedd's got to have a good amount of points right now. And so like I said, we have devolved into Zedd versus Zedd in the top right versus Gino in the bottom left. And Puzza says nice teamwork. We have never had an FFA where someone has not complained about teaming up. It's never happened before. Unfortunately, it's the nature of the beast. Because in the FFA, you know, the enemy of your... the enemy of your enemy... the friend of your enemy... Well, the point is that there's only going to be one person who's going to win. So, if you can knock someone out with a neighbor, you knock them out. That's how it's got to be. Paradrop in the back of Zedd's base now. Not going to be able to get much done with that. So Zedd does have an Iron Curtain. Gino has a lot. Both players have a lot of money. Yellow does have control of the center. He's got an elite sniper, which I really like. He's going to be able to really counter Zedd's Deso as well. Zedd uses an Iron Curtain a little prematurely, I think. And Gino heads up using that service depot to repair his IFV, get the drone out. I like that. Gino out pumping prism tanks now. And Zedd pretty tight in his base. I'd like to see some Eagles from Gino. Gino does not have an Air Force at all right now. Gino's on 11K. So you had 11K. Why not have Eagles? You know, if we could see some Eagles from Gino. Gino could build 8 Eagles right now. He could go in the back of Zedd's base, hit an oil derrick, cause a massive chain reaction, possibly win the game with it. But these Prism Towers' range is going to be absolutely devastating. And what is Zedd doing? Zedd's got 15K. Where's his army? Where are his units? Wait, what's going on? Zedd, where is your stuff? Where's your stuff, Zedd? You need to have some more stuff. Bad chain reaction. Going to use lose the battle lab. Prism tanks up on that hill doing work. And Zedd does have some drones. Oh, he's waiting for the Iron Curtain. A little bit of lag. But we are going to get through this game. Get through the game of Gino crushing. Because Zedd forgot to build an army. Man, Prism tanks are weak. Oh, and he pulls the sniper out to bring the elite IFV in to do work. But now here comes the drones. Gonna get that elite IFV back to the service depot again. That IFV is in it to win it. Another round of Prism tanks coming in though. And Zedd just not left with much to defend himself. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Does that apply here? Because the enemy of my friend, the enemy of my enemy. Yeah, so I guess that's the case, would be that if it's 2 people, because I'm thinking they're both enemies. It's kind of weird and free-for-all. That doesn't really apply as well directly, because it's kind of confusing because they're both your enemies. Anyone that someone's trying to knock out, you knocking out is a good idea. Because you got to knock people out at the end of the day. Gino out now with a Weather Storm. Oh, and Zedd hits a nice Iron Curtain. Nice Iron Curtain for Zedd. Cleans out Gino's army. And now going to hit that Weather Storm. Oh, Force Shield, though. These Mirage tanks need to come. Gino's got a group of Mirage tanks. Enough to easily take out those. Oh, and that Alamo doing work in the center there. Prism tank on the right side going off. It's a War Factory. Yeah, Gino has a fully loaded Alamo in the center of the map right now, which is just doing work. Timer in about 2 minutes. Yeah, Zedd hanging in there. I don't really see a reality where Zedd can win this. I mean, I guess for Zedd at this point, if he can try to make it come down to time. Gino is up on kills. God. So I think Gino will win on points probably. Oh, yeah. Also, because Gino's about to get a Weather Storm off. The Weather Storm is going to be devastating because Zedd's base is so tight. But Zedd keeping the Rhinos coming. This could be a pretty devastating force, though. Gino really taking advantage of the center. You know, the Alamo is big. A lot of players neglect it. But when you control it and you can use that hill, it really does give you an advantage. Ooh, bad Iron Curtain from Zedd. Only gets 2 of his tanks. Mirage is able to clean up behind it. Prism tanks snipe a couple buildings. Weather Storm coming in about 15 seconds. Now the Eagle's taking a flight. Oh, and the Alamo doing work. Zedd, stay away from the Alamo. Snipes the Iron Curtain, and that's what we need. Those Eagles should be enough to close out the game. Fuzzabug says, remember the Alamo. Catastrophic lightning storm approaching. And Gino dropping the hammer right now. Is it still going to come down to time, though? There's about 1 minute left. The best, I mean, if you can end the game, you want to. You know, there's no reason to let it go down to points. If you can close it out, you always want to. And Zedd only with a few buildings left. If Gino can manage these Eagles properly, get these Prism tanks in here. It's got about 1 minute. There goes the MCV. And Zedd just got to be hoping, thinking, hey, let's bring it down to the 10 minutes. Let's bring it down to the timer. Cross my fingers and hope I'm up. But it's gonna be close. But Gino's gonna be able to close this out. A few sentry guns. There's quite a few buildings here. Gino needs to work quickly. He does not need to target the oil derrick. The oil derrick does not count as a building, so he should be targeting the other buildings. All of the sentry guns, all of the power plants. Yep. Gino takes it home, and my hat's off to Gino because winning on points happens a lot, but winning closing out a 7-game FFA is very impressive and quite difficult.